I didn't plan to stop. It was supposed to be a long round trip. Drop something in the next town, turn around, drive back before dawn. But after midnight, the road went empty in a way that felt staged. No cars, no crickets, just my headlights and that thin strip of asphalt vanishing into black. My eyes started doing that slow blink, the dangerous one. Then a motel sign floated out of the dark. Vacancy. The letters buzzed like insects. One-floor building, L-shaped, cheap paint, too few cars. The kind of place you choose when you're too tired to argue with yourself. Inside, the office smelled like dust and old coffee. A tiny TV played with the sound off. The man at the counter looked up like he'd been waiting. "Cash?" he asked. "Card," I say. He didn't ask my name, didn't ask for ID, just pushed a clipboard toward me. The pen was chained. I skimmed the rules: no smoking, no refunds, check out at 12. Then one line stopped me cold. "Do not open your door if you hear knocking after 2:10 a.m. I gave a nervous laugh. "Seriously?" He didn't smile. Room 12, curtains closed. That was it. Key on a heavy tag. His hand already retreating like he didn't want to touch me longer than necessary. Room 12 sat at the far end, away from the office light. The walkway bulbs buzzed and flickered. When I unlocked the door, the room breathed out stale air like it had been holding it. Normal cheap room. Beige walls. Thin blanket. Bathroom door that didn't latch unless you pushed hard. The window faced a fence line and trees. No street light. Just flat darkness like a wall. I closed the curtains, locked the door, sat on the bed and listened. Nothing. I told myself the rule was for drunks, or pranksters, or local weirdos. I fell asleep, still dressed. I woke up to it, instantly awake, heart sprinting. The tapping came from the window. Not a branch, not wind, too measured. Tap, tap, like fingertips learning the glass. I stared at the curtain. It didn't move, but the darkness behind it felt close enough to press through fabric. The tapping stopped, not fading, stopping on purpose. A soft sound followed from the bathroom, a wet drag like skin on tile. The bathroom door eased open slow and gentle, like someone didn't want the hinges to squeal. I held my breath. In the gap, something pale caught a sliver of moonlight. Not a face, not eyes. More like a smooth surface, stretched wrong, reflecting nothing. The kind of pale you see on mushrooms under a log. Then it shifted, and I realized it wasn't standing in the bathroom, it was folded there. Like it had been stored in the corner, bent in ways joints don't bend, pressed flat against the wall. Long arms tucked tight, knees high, head tilted too far to one side. It unfolded without stepping, a slow expansion into the room like a spider relaxing its legs. No sound except that faint wet drag. My hand slapped the lamp switch. Light snapped on. The bathroom was empty, but the mirror was fogged in the center, as if someone had just breathed there. And written into the fog were thin lines, dragged down, careful, repeated. Not words, a rectangle, a door. Then the knocking started. 3 slow knocks on my room door. I looked at the clock. 2:09. My throat tightened. I didn't move. Silence. The clock flipped. 2:10. Slower now. Patient. Like it wanted me to remember the rule. My body leaned toward the door anyway, stupid instinct wanting to check, to confirm, to make it normal. A voice slid through the crack under the door, soft as breath. Let me in. It wasn't a human voice. It was a perfect imitation of one. Flat in the wrong places, like someone reading a sentence they didn't understand. The handle turned downward, smoothly, like the lock didn't exist. I stumbled back. The air went colder. The room smelled faintly of damp earth. The voice came again, closer. I'm tired. And then the curtains moved. Not a sway, a pull, a careful tug inward like fingers pinching the fabric. A shape pressed behind it, tall, wrong, bent at the shoulders as if the window frame annoyed it. The fabric didn't outline a head, it outlined angles. Too many angles. The hallway lights outside flickered in a line one by one like darkness walking toward my door. Then everything stopped. No knocking, no voice, no tugging. Just my heartbeat and the red glow of the clock. 2:15. I grabbed my keys and bag and yanked the door open. The walkway was empty, but on the carpet outside my room were bare footprints. Long, narrow, toe marks too many, like the front of the foot had been pressed and repressed. They led away. Then ended suddenly mid-step as if whatever made them had lifted straight up. I didn't look up. I ran to my car and drove until the motel sign disappeared. At a gas station near dawn, my phone finally powered on. One new photo sat in my camera roll. I hadn't taken it. It was my room, shot from the hallway through my open door. Me on the bed, asleep, and behind me in the bathroom doorway, something pale and folded, half unwrapped into the room. In the mirror, the fogged shape wasn't a door anymore. It was the number 12. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. You left early. Then another message. Come back.